Telly host and I'm a Celeb contestant Richard Madeley usually has a lot to say. And one person who hangs on every word is his daughter Chloe. She proudly declares herself his greatest fan and says no one will be prouder as he and 9 other stars begin their stint in Gwyrch Castle tonight. Chloe, a model, fitness expert, author and reality show star herself, says Richard, 65, has steered her through the stormy waters of relationship woes and life's general struggles. She declares, "I would say that all my good qualities come from my dad. He is just perfect and he is a perfect man to be a father. He is such a good laugh. He is funny, charming, super-duper intelligent, perceptive, and very compassionate and knows the difference between right and wrong. I just thank my lucky stars for him really. He is a good sounding board. I am quite an emotional person and I would be lying if I said that my previous relationships didn't have a big impact on me. When things went wrong with boyfriends or I was being mistreated, I wasn't sure if I was, or if it was just me. It was really nice to have a sounding board or to have him say, this is not normal and you shouldn't accept this. A huge fault of mine is that I always hold a grudge and I never let things go. But he will say you have to let that go and you are in the wrong. It's nice to have that around. I am glad that I have had a measuring stick." Chloe, 34, has been married to ex-England rugby star James Haskell, 36, for 3 years. She says James and her dad have developed a special bond. She adds, James really does love him and the feeling is mutual. I think James divided a lot of people in the rugby world because he is quite loud and outspoken and he is also intelligent and he doesn't do what he is told. But in the real world, I haven't met anyone who doesn't immediately love him and he is very fun to be around. While heaping praise on her dad, Chloe is aware of his reputation for gaffes. And she can forgive him for one in particular, when he declared on TV that Chloe was an accident when his wife Judy Finnegan fell pregnant unexpectedly. Richard, who has signed up to be a permanent host on Good Morning Britain, was a guest presenter with Kate Garraway when the topic of gender reveal parties came up. He said, I was telling Kate earlier that when we had our 4th child, Judy had 2 by her first marriage, and then we had a little boy called Jack and then Judy got pregnant very quickly again. It was an accident. Sorry, Chloe, but you were and you know it. Chloe says, I know Dad said I was a mistake and people thought he had put his foot in it. But I was a mistake and he means that. I don't ever think they thought Mum would get pregnant and I was a happy mistake. I think people thought poor Chloe must be heartbroken and offended. But what they don't understand is that it's a sweet family joke, but then I get protective of him. I could not have asked for a better father and he is 10 out of 10 and he is 100% everything you'd want in a dad and it kind of makes me frustrated when people don't see that or know that. Chloe admits Richard and Judy, a fixture for years on ITV's This Morning couch, are keen for her to have a family of her own. She goes on, I know my parents would like me to have kids and I have got 3 brothers, so they already have grandkids. I am the only girl and I think they do want me to get preggo. I love the idea of being pregnant and it would be mind-blowing because I am obsessed with the body and the science of it. I am that really annoying person and I ask all the questions. But James and I really like our life and we like traveling and adventures, and when you have a kid they are the #1 priority. Some friends say it's the best thing that ever happened. But I also know a lot of people who say, if I could go back in time I don't know if I would do that again. Superfit Khloe couldn't be happier now that she is running a successful health and fitness business. In 2016, she turned to extreme exercise and was able to put a period of uncertainty and insecurity behind her. A drink-driving arrest in 2009 was in the past, but she had struggled to establish her own identity. Despite being trolled for her muscular body, Khloe hasn't looked back since finding herself through fitness, saying, "I really love what I do and wish I had discovered it earlier. I did have that driving incident, but that was years ago when I was 21, and now I feel that my life has changed." Video loading. Video unavailable. Click to play. Tap to play. The video will autoplay soon. 8. Cancel play now. Khloe has been on TV shows The Jump and Dancing on Ice and doesn't rule out working with her dad. Richard, meanwhile, plans to give his celeb pals a TV-style grilling. He said before entering the castle in North Wales, "I love finding out about people's lives. I am going to be in my element talking to them. I will ask questions in camp. Unless you are curious, you don't learn about people." He is favorite to face the first Bush Tucker trial, and the fear of heights is filling him with dread. But biting his lip in the camp might be an even bigger challenge. He added, "The only thing about this series which can irritate me sometimes is when people go in and immediately start moaning and you feel like saying, 'Why did you go in?' I am going to have to sit on that really hard because my instinct is to say, 'Look, for God's sake shut up.' So I will say that in my head. Hopefully it won't come out of my mouth. I'm a celeb." ITV, 9 p.m. on Sunday. For more information about Khloe, go to Madeley.com.